So moving on, the next thing that we're going to look at um, is the key learning task. So my language function is sequence, and under sequence, if you look at the EdTPA language functions that start on page 31, sequence was on page 34. And so the description of sequence would be to sequence objects, ideas, or events, and explain the order of how to perform an activity would be an example. Looking at my standards, I chose a lot about expressed feelings and perspective of others, and establish a situation and introduce a narrator and or characters, organize an event sequence that unfolds naturally. So the language, the key learning task ultimately is in one sentence. How do you describe what kids are going to do with that language function? So how are they going to do what it is, the verb, right, that you chose? So students will sequence the characters' feelings using a graphic organizer. If I go back to my checklist and go to key learning task, how students will use that language in one sentence. So the language refers to this verb, this academic language that you chose. So how will students sequence in one sentence? And that's all you have to put for that. Make sure it's one sentence. Make sure that you reiterate how your students are going to do the verb that you selected as the language function.